Welcome back to another video. Today is day 6. We're finally almost at the 1 week mark. The days have been going really good so far. Still some kind of issues like headaches in the evenings. My sleep's kind of been off and on, but overall I'm feeling way better than I was last week on Tuesday. And ultimately to say it feels like it's been way longer than a week, but way less than a week at the same time. What I mean by that is the time's actually passing pretty quickly, but my time is very filled. So like I feel like I've been way more productive than I usually am. On the weekend, we went to IKEA, built a bookshelf. I kind of put my books and trinkets on it and stuff like that. Did a lot of cleaning around the house, some yard work. Just a lot of things that normally I would have put off for many days or weeks in the past. Just kind of having excuses like, oh, I'm too tired after work. I don't feel like doing it right now. I have a headache. Ultimately, I just wanted to drink, to not do those things and put them off in the future when I feel better. The thing I've realized is you're not really feeling much better if you're drinking every day. You're just gonna kind of keep falling into that cycle where, you do your stuff, you drink, you go to sleep with kind of resentment for yourself, and then you wake up and you do it all over again. That's just kind of how my routine's been, and so far it's been great. I just got back from a 4K walk. We are finally getting some summer weather here in Canada. It's like 27 Celsius today and sunny, so I'm a little sweaty, a little bit of a tan coming on, so that's great. Get your free vitamin D. But yeah, mostly I've been focused on staying busy, not just for the sake of being busy, but I've kind of focused on enjoying the things I do. So not rushing was a big one. I know in the past when I would make IKEA furniture, it's not that difficult, but I would still kind of rush it and like miss little points and things wouldn't fit and I'd get frustrated. But this time I just followed the instructions. I took my time. I had a diet lemonade, played some music, and it was built in like an hour or two. It was honestly so easy. The thing is, I noticed before, so you're not going to get satisfaction of doing something until after you do it. And I think that drinking and weed smoking and like other things that I've done for instant gratification kind of primed my brain to like want the reward first and then do the thing. But that's just not how reality works, because think about like back in the day, to eat, you'd have to first hunt the food and then enjoy the meal. You wouldn't enjoy your meal and then hunt. Like it is just kind of backwards. But having that mentality for like other things, like going back to the bookshelf example, in the beginning I was like, I don't know if I want to like open the box and like take apart all the stuff and like figure out what I have to do. It was just kind of like resistance was showing itself. So I just decided, who cares? I'm just gonna do it because I know I want to get it done. And after I got it done, I felt way better. It wasn't that difficult. And now, I have a bookshelf that I can put stuff on. Obviously, it's just a very simple example, a bookshelf. But I started kind of taking this mentality into other things in my day. So like working out, eating a healthy meal, working actively, like at my job, like being more proactive, things like that. I just started kind of using the mentality like, I might not want to do it now, but I know that my future self's going to thank me for doing it. So I just kind of suck up those feelings of resistance and just do it anyways. And you get it done, you build a bit of momentum, and the next task becomes easier and easier. All right, back to the alcohol-free week so far. So I've kind of had headaches on and off. I I definitely noticed that I'm peeing a lot more, and I think my body is so used to getting like 3 liters of beer every day that it's like constantly like emptying itself to because it's assuming more is going to come in. So I found moments where I was a little more dehydrated than not. So I really focus on drinking more water, getting my electrolytes in, eating things high in sodium and potassium like bananas, and salting my food and Gatorade and things like that, just to make sure that I'm hydrated. Because a few mornings woke up with like really dry mouth and just felt very thirsty. So first thing I do, I wake up and drink like a liter of water or something, just to automatically hydrate myself to kickstart my day. And other than that, I'm feeling really good. I went to my arm wrestling practice last night. That was kind of a trigger for me in the past because it has almost like Fight Club vibes where everyone's just drinking and smoking and arm wrestling and socializing and things like that. But yesterday I just brought my water bottle. I got there, arm wrestled a bunch. It was a good training session. Very sore today, so definitely was good. I didn't spend as long there as usual because generally I'd have a couple beers, like 2 max, because I have to drive home, so I never want to be over the limit. But I would kind of nurse those beers and like hope that I would have more. I don't know. It wasn't the right thing to be doing. I'm there to train. I'm there to socialize with people, and that's exactly what I did last night. So yeah, today it's about 1:30 now. Just finishing my lunch break, went on my walk. I'm gonna get some food, go back to work, and then for tonight I have no plans at the moment, but I'm kind of feeling pretty good and confident right now. So instead of having no plans, feeling like just bored and empty kind of evening feeling, I just feel like I have the evening free and I can do whatever I want, and that's like a really freeing feeling. It's just motivational to know I can finish work and go wherever I want. I can go fishing, I can go to the gym, I can relax if I want. Like it's up to me. The world's your oyster, and you have these opportunities to do whatever you want almost whenever you want. So it's important to take those opportunities and grasp them. You never know how long you're gonna live. You don't know the last time you get a chance to do something. So I think it's super important to stay present and enjoy the things you choose to do. Yeah, just rambling as usual, but I just kind of wanted to spill my thoughts here on day 6. Tomorrow's day 7, so I'll be making another video for the 1-week update. It potentially won't be much different than today, but you never know these things. I know I'm still very early sobriety. I'm just kind of in that pink cloud effect where you get a little bit of momentum and start feeling good, and I know that's going to pass eventually, and like the reality of life is going to hit again at some point. It could be tomorrow for all I know, or a month from now. It doesn't really matter. It's just good to be aware of it and keep choosing to do the good things. At the end of the day, it is a choice. As difficult as that choice gets to make it almost seem like it's not a choice, it still is a choice, I believe, at least for 99% of us at the end of the day. And even if you don't choose perfect every single time, if you make a good choice more often than you don't, then I think you're still on a better trajectory in your life than if you just kind of go on a whim and not really make the choices that you're considering. So I guess to get to this point, my biggest takeaway so far is day 1 is definitely the hardest, not just from like a withdrawal perspective, but from a mental perspective. It's kind of breaking that chain. And I think when you break that chain that you're stuck in, you have more opportunities to not make the chain as long again. So think of each link as like one day, and if you have months of those, you have a very long chain. But once you break that chain, you start with one link again. So you can continue to just keep that one link constantly, or you can continue to grow it either in a keep drinking perspective or a keep not drinking perspective. And as soon as I got past day one, I kind of wanted to grow the sobriety chain, and it's almost like a game to me now. Like I have that app on my phone where it tracks like how many hours I've been sober, and periodically throughout the day I'll just check that app, kind of see how many hours I've gained. It almost feels like a bank account. It even shows how much money you've saved, because I kind of estimated on there like what my daily expense was. Um, I've saved like over $100 already apparently on beer, which is like insane to think about. Over $100 in like a week. So the way I see it is I just keep kind of building that bank account of sobriety. The money goes up, the health goes up, your mental clarity goes up. All these things benefit from it. So right now I'm kind of just in that pink cloud, euphoric, motivated way of being. So I'm just gonna kind of keep riding that, because it feels good to feel healthy and not shameful, and kind of going to bed clear feels amazing. Like I can finally breathe through my nose when I go to sleep at night. And then when you wake up in the morning knowing you haven't drank the night before, man, that's an indescribable feeling. It feels like you're not starting your day at like -5 like I usually do. It feels like I'm ahead already on my day. So I start the day already good, and then everything else I do just adds on to it, makes it better. And yeah, that's basically the video for today. Thanks for all the new subscribers and commenters that I've had on my videos in the last couple days. It's very appreciated. If you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. We'll be making more videos. I have some ideas for things I want to talk about, specifically with like how addiction feels psychologically and mentally to people who might not understand like what it is. I have a video idea coming for that, so keep on the lookout for that video, and I'll see you guys next time.